Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In this video I want to do a review of Boruto Chapter 47, which is called The Predestined Fate. And now there's a couple of things that are exciting about this chapter. The first one being the fight between Kashin Koji and Jigen, or Ishiki Otsutsuki. And the final form of Ishiki Otsutsuki, the identity of Kashin Koji, and the final or maybe the revival of an Otsutsuki through the Karma cells. These are some of the exciting things that are happening in this chapter. So this is just more like a summary of the things that I'm going to talk about. So I'll be talking about this intermittently as I go through the chapter. The first thing that we see in the first few pages of the chapter, we see that the fight between Jigen and Kashin Koji continues from the previous chapter, where Kashin Koji had summoned fire from the mountain, and currently we see that Jigen's body is burning and it's about to burn to death. As Boruto and Kawaki and the rest of the Konoha are watching from the video conferencing call, and we sort of see that Jigen is trying so hard to stay alive and to protect his body, and he's trying to use his Suka Ikona jutsu, which has the ability to shrink objects in size. And as we see that Shikamaru and Sasuke, Uchiha Sasuke and Uzumaki Naruto are watching through the video conferencing, as we sort of see that Jigen seems to be having a tough time against Kashin Koji, and Kashin Koji seems to be determined to destroy Jigen. And now it looks like Jigen's body is gonna burn to death, and as everybody watches the images of the teleconferencing images that were coming through, that are being fed to the Hokage's office, and Naruto seems to have forgotten what Amada has been explaining all along, and he seems to have an idea that this could be the end of Jigen. And Uchiha Sasuke was able to remind him that for as long as Kawaki is still alive, there is a chance that this guy may revive himself through the Karma cell, which is implanted in Kawaki. And this is something that Amada confirms too, that it is a strong possibility that if Jigen's body is destroyed, Ishiki Otsutsuki will still have the ability to revive himself through Kawaki's body. And then now we see that Kawaki, who is uncontrollably angry, dashes in and tries to attack Amada, who is tied against the chair inside the Hokage Naruto's office, and Uchiha Sasuke was able to defend that very well, to deflect the attack instantly, and was able to avoid any fighting or any conflict that could originate from that anger. And as we see, and I'm sort of surprised that Kawaki is uncontrollable at this stage, and he gets easily angry out of looking at Amada doing what he's doing. I think it's the reason why he gets this angry is because he thinks that Amada might be plotting something against Konoha instead of defecting to Konoha, and this is the distrust or lack of trust from Kawaki, and that's why he's decided to try and attack Amada. So this is some of the things that are just exciting. There's some of the things that you wouldn't expect to see in this chapter, but they sort of pop out. As this is happening, we sort of see that Jigen's body from the communication or the video conferencing call on the other side against Kashin Koji, it seems like Jigen, his body has fully burned out from the fire coming from the mountain, and it looks like the body is about to go into sort of like an ash form, which means that I don't know what kind of a form is that ash form. I don't know. It's fully burned out, and that's what I'm trying to say. And from that we can sort of see that everybody is convinced that this might be the end of Jigen or Ishiki Otsutsuki, or this could be the end of the vessel which is linked between Ishiki Otsutsuki and Jigen. And now, if this would be the case, if Ishiki Otsutsuki would die from that fire, it means that he would be able to revive himself through Kawaki, and that is one of the most troublesome thing about the Otsutsukis, and that's why it's particularly important to understand how to destroy an Otsutsuki, as Amado is trying to explain to these guys. But as this explanation are occurring, and as this thing, as Kawaki's body is reacting to what is happening on the video conferencing, as Jigen is about to get destroyed, Kawaki's body responds by auto-activating the Kama seal, which is activated throughout the body, and it looks like there's some chakra that's being emitted around his body as well, more like a Super Saiyan transformation. And now, as we can see that this is what is happening, everybody's surprised as to what the hell is happening here, because even Amada doesn't understand what is happening, as Jigen is about to die on the other side, or Kawaki is activating his Kama seal, or the Kama seal was automatically activated, and all of a sudden we see Kawaki falling down and the Kama seal disappearing. And Amada says this, Amada confirms that now Otsutsuki Ishiki has fully revived from Jigen's body, regardless of whether the body was bent out or not. So this resurrection of an Otsutsuki on the other side of the screen, which is quite exciting to see. For the very first time, we see a live resurrection of an Otsutsuki, and Kashin Koji, who's standing by, can confirm that there's a tremendous power that he senses within that space. And Ishiki was able to shrink that fire in an instant. Just by looking at the fire, he was able to shrink it into a smaller size. So this is it. And Amado says this is it. This is the chance to kill an immortal Otsutsuki Ishiki. Because while he has fully revived, it means that there isn't any other vessel out there whereby go and revive himself again. And so this is something that's very important to note, that it would be easy to do if you want to kill an Otsutsuki. You have to make sure that he can't revive himself through another vessel, or he doesn't have any possibility of reviving himself through another vessel. And as we see that Ishiki Otsutsuki's final form, I'm seeing the eye which looks like the Byakugan, which is on the left eye, the left hand eye which looks like the Byakugan, and the right hand eye has got some stripes as if it's a Mangekyo Sharingan type of an eye, but just a similar pattern from Mangekyo Sharingan eyes, but it's not necessarily a Mangekyo Sharingan eye. This is the first time I've seen a dojutsu like this being introduced in Naruto Boruto world, and when you see something like this, you've got to wonder what kind of an ability can you expect? What kind of abilities can we expect from this kind of a dojutsu? And what kind of exciting would it be, stronger than the abilities that we've seen from the Rinnegan, the Byakugan, and maybe the Tenseigan, or even the Jogan, the Pure-Eye, which is called the Pure-Eye? Can this dojutsu be stronger than all the dojutsus that we've ever seen? Can we see stronger dojutsus from this eye? And this is what's exciting about this chapter. It will leave you curious about future things which you can expect from this eye. Now, at the very end of this chapter, we sort of see that Kashin Koji's mask was taken off, and it was confirmed that Kashin Koji is a clone of Jiraiya of the Great Three. So Now, this is the confirmation that we've been waiting for all along, that Kashin Koji is Jiraiya, but in this case, Kashin Koji is a clone of Jiraiya, and this is very exciting. It's exciting to see that Jiraiya might still be alive, but while we're at it, it looks like Ishiki Otsutsuki is also confirming something which a lot of fans are not gonna like, because he's saying that this is a predestined fate for your genes to die here. So you're predestined to die here. That's what he's trying to say, that Jiraiya is predestined to die in that space, within that environment. So now, looking at that, and I'm thinking, could it be that the writers wanted to introduce Jiraiya and quickly kill him off? And it wouldn't make sense that Jiraiya would end here, because to be honest, we're all waiting in anticipation for this moment, and by the time this moment arrives and Jiraiya gets taken off just like that again, I mean, it wouldn't make sense. I do think that this is a prediction within this review, I do think that from this moment, Uchiha, Sasuke, and Uzumaki Naruto are gonna teleport to this space to try and help Kashin Koji defeat Ishiki Otsutsuki, and I think that's what's gonna happen in the next chapters. I thank you very much for staying in the channel. Please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to like the video and hit the notification bell as well. So I will see you next time.